Hello guys. Today, before I start the intro, my name is Isaac and I have a channel called My Life is Isaac 101. Before you watch this video, please like, subscribe and comment. I probably need a lot of comments on this video because it sounds really exciting what I'm going to do right now, so I hope you enjoy it. Today we talk about the future of the London Underground. So basically some extensions, not just the London Underground, but I'm going to title it The Future of the London Underground and some other things as well. So the first thing we start with is the Northern Line extension to Battersea Power Station, right here, with a stop at 9 Elms. It's going to run on the Charing Cross branch, serving 16 trains per hour. Note that these are new Zone 1 tube stations on the Northern Line extension, or NLE for short. This is currently on schedule. So this will be completed by the autumn of 2021, as soon as September. So that sounds really exciting. I hope you feel excited about it too. TfL have also made a proposal but it's just a proposal that the Northern Line will be extended again to Clapham Junction, possibly. They're just thinking about it. That should be completed by 2045. But this Northern Line extension to Battersea Power Station should be completed by 2021. So soon! So, yep, on the Charing Cross branch. Moving on from the Northern Line extension, we have the Bakerloo Line extension to Lewisham. Not the other ones yet, I don't want to cheat. Here's Lewisham. At the moment, Bakerloo Line trains are terminating at Elephant and Castle, but it will extend to Lewisham, serving new stations. Hold on a minute. This is meant to have Old Kent Road 1 and Old Kent Road 2. But it's having Remington Park and Burgess Park. I think these are just some suggestions. But Old Kent Road 1, Old Kent Road 2 should be the one. So this should be completed by the early 2040s. But there's also another suggestion that this Bakerloo Line extension will be extended further to Beckenham Junction, Elmer's End and Hayes. This should be completed by the early 2040s, but the first one should be completed by the early 2030s. So those 1972 stock trains won't be there ever again. They'll have the new trains. Don't know what the stock will be called. Moving away from the Bakerloo Line extension, we have the London Overground extension to Barking Riverside. Oh, I didn't know there was going to be a station called Thamesmead. But anyways, no cheating at the moment. We have Barking Riverside as our London Overground extension. That will be the next stop from Barking. This should be completed by 2021. Hopefully this should be completed by 2021 in September, like the Northern Line extension. This is currently on schedule. Excuse the pun. This is from a guy called Ashley Raybot who said, "This is currently on track. Excuse the pun." And I said that in the robot voice of the Bakerloo Line extension. So, excuse the pun for the on-track schedule of the London Overground and Northern Line extensions. Yippee. I didn't know they were going to extend it further to Thamesmead. Silly me, I didn't realise. But at the moment they're going to extend it to Barking Riverside. I haven't told you about where the Northern Line extension where it was constructed. Construction started in 2015, and this should started in 2016 to Barking Riverside. Okay, but I don't know when Thamesmead will be completed by. Moving on from there's more Overground extension. So I didn't know there was going to be a new station called New Bermondsey. But, okay, that's an idea. They're also going to extend the London Overground extension to several more, to Hendon, Brent Cross West, Cricklewood, and another West Hampstead London Overground station. There's also going to be a new London Overground Neasden station that connects with the Jubilee line. Also, Harlesden, Old Oak Common, Lionel Road, Brentford, Syon Lane, Isleworth and Hounslow. I think that should be completed by the early 2050s. So, got several more years. And we move on to the beloved Crossrail, which will start with Crossrail 1. Now, Reading, it's all been done. This is going to be the Elizabeth line, or / Crossrail extension, whichever one you want to call it. This is going to extend to Abbey Wood, with new stations, Paddington, new underground ones. Disclaimer, it's not a tube line, as Jeff Marshall points out. LOL. LOL. So it'll have new underground stations, Paddington, Bond Street, Tottenham Court Road, Farringdon, Liverpool Street, Whitechapel, Canary Wharf, and that's it. They're possibly going to extend it further to Gravesend. Now, a lot of the time TfL have delayed Crossrail due to impacts of not finishing it on time and the whole global pandemic, which is a bit of a shame. So they're hoping to open the extension to Abbey Wood and to Abbey Wood and by the early 2020s, which is 2022. Hopefully it won't get delayed again. Now, that's Crossrail 1, but they're also having it to Heathrow Airport. There's so many more. Now Heathrow Terminal 4 is closed, so it should open after global when it's safe. Moving on from Crossrail 1, we have Crossrail 2 next. So there's several stations on Crossrail, but we're going to start from the extension from Epsom and Chessington South and Hampton Court and Shepperton. Those stations will be extending to Broxbourne and New Southgate. So you see those pink lines where it says Kings Road, Chelsea. I didn't hear that, but I think those are some proposals. Tottenham Court Road. There's literally so many interesting ones to be on Crossrail 2. Hopefully, if Crossrail 2 opens, that the Northern Line will extend further to Clapham Junction. Hopefully. And that it will terminate at Broxbourne and New Southgate. So that's not on schedule. That should be completed by 2050. They're also having an idea of a station called Euston St Pancras. Now that's I can't believe they want to have a station like that. And they're also putting Angel connected to the Northern Line. Coming back to the Northern Line extension to Battersea Power Station, note how the Northern Line doesn't actually connect with the Victoria Line, even though it just crosses under it. So even though it just crosses under the Victoria Line between Kennington and Nine Elms. Also, moving on from Crossrail 2, it's also extending to Shepperton as well. So, and if they have enough time, they possibly might extend it to Tring, which should be up there, but I think they made it too early. Moving on from the Crossrail extension, we have the London Tram link extension to Throwley Way, the Sutton Loop, I think. It's going to South Wimbledon. That should be completed by the early 2040s or something. So, anymore. We also have a new DLR station called Thames Wharf, which should be around here, but sort of in the middle of Royal Victoria and Custom House for XL. It should be in between those. That's currently on track. That should be open by sort of 2021, 2022. There's also a Metropolitan Line extension. TfL haven't really given us further updates to when that will happen. It was going to open in 2018, but it didn't happen, so I don't know when it's going to open. Can't believe this. So yeah, this is what the map will look like by 2050. And you'll be able to travel on a lot of these lines. So yeah. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a comment, like and subscribe. Sorry if I'm moving around if it gets a headache, if it gives you an eye ache. Oh, the DLR extension. Oh yeah, there's a new one called Thames Wharf, but also I didn't realise that. I didn't point out. I thought there was just a London Overground extension to Thamesmead. There's a DLR extension to Thamesmead. Here are all the details. Piccadilly line replacing District line to Ealing Broadway. Oh, hold on. Apologies if I moved the map too much, just giving you information. Okay. The Piccadilly line will... I didn't realise. I remembered it went to Ealing Broadway due to suspension on the District line. So yes, this is the 2050 Tube map. I hope you enjoyed this. Ta-da. And like, subscribe, comment and more. Hope you enjoyed it. Peace out and goodbye.